This is the DJI Mini 2 in 2023. Let's fly this thing. This is the DJI Mini newbie test flight in 2023. Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. I don't want to bore you with some studio chat, so let's fly this drone. For someone who's flying this for the first time, don't worry about the shots. These are the quick shots available on the app. And these are professional looking shots that you can use on travel or just to show off your surroundings. You have different modes from drone, circle, rocket, and helix, and you can set the altitude of these shots. You just have to highlight the subject on the DJI app, which is you, and the gimbal will follow you. That's my drone. If you are comfortable doing manual control, I would suggest you go on an open field because when I tested this for the first time, I crashed this drone. Also, to break yourself in for the first time, use a cinematic mode and not normal or sports because those two are really for fast moving scenarios and naturally the drone will move fast too. As much as possible, go to an area with limited houses or trees like a soccer field so you can play around with the controls. Make sure you download all the updates before you do the test flight. Also, you can manually rotate the drone 360 degrees. It can go as high as 4,000 meters, but for this test, we will just do 200 meters. And as you can see, that's high enough altitude for our shots. So imagine 4,000 meters, you can really get good looking landscape drone shots. DJI Mini 2 don't need certification because it's only 249 grams and the law enforces anything above 250 grams need to have some sort of license. So before you travel, check each countries because they have different types of law and you may need to get permit before you can fly the drone. There are even some countries that ban drones, so always check before bringing this to travel. And going back to the drone's functionality, you can play around with the movement. This is backward and DJI Mini is so stable. This is a windy day, but you can see the footage is so smooth. I think the battery drains faster if the drone is fighting off the wind. Also, if you added load, like a dedicated camera. Digital zoom is also available for DJI Mini 2. I think for full HD you can have until 4x, and for 2.7K and 4K, 3x and 2x respectively. There are two types of mode for shooting. You have the video mode and the photo mode, and there's a dedicated button to switch between these modes. This is now the forward movement test, and again, because of the gimbal stabilization, the footage is so smooth and professionally looking. The gimbal with 4K sensor can also tilt from horizontal to vertical, so if you wanted to see the landscape then include yourself on the shot, you can do so. And lastly, my favorite shot on this drone is shooting it sideways because it gives you a sweeping look of the area. I suggest you play around and feel free to be creative on your drone shots. I flew the drone for the first time, so I'm not in any way a professional drone pilot. There are a few tips I wanted to provide you before we end this video, if you will just give me a few minutes to discuss some more. The Fly More combo I feel is the best choice if you're buying this drone because you will have everything from the DJI Mini 2, you have the rubber lock to secure the propellers, the controller, the joystick is hidden at the bottom just in case you will unfold it for the first time. You have two spare batteries with an external charger, the other battery is installed on the DJI Mini 2, and once you plug it in, it would show you how much battery is left on the battery as indicated on the LED lights. We also have the pouch, the typical manual, the cables, and the chargers. For newbies just like me, I just want you to know that you can use either an Android phone and they have a separate cable for Android phones. And you will also have a lightning cable pre-installed on the controller. I just wonder if the new iPhone 15 Pro will have USB-C. Will this USB-C cable work on the new iPhone? Also, I would suggest that you buy a landing gear leg on the drone. It's like $8 on Amazon, so you won't damage or scratch the plastic surface of the Mini 2. I think DJI Mini 2 is a really good drone in 2023 considering we already have the Mini 3 because the price of this drone drops at this point. You will probably save $200 to $300 on a new Fly More combo depending on where you're buying it. You may also see people selling this used on used market and some of them are not even used at all. This will perform similar to Mini 3. It has 4K recording, it has great gimbal stabilization. The difference between this and the new Mini 3 are HDR video support. Mini 3 can rotate 90 degrees for TikTok and shorts, and a slightly better battery life. Other than that, if you don't use any of these features, the Mini 2 is still cheaper. And for the price and what this drone offers, almost similar to Mini 3 in 2023, yes, DJI Mini 2 is still worth it. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll continue to showcase this drone in our channel, so stay tuned. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.